Hi, I'm Jason from Illinois Learn to Hunt. I know in the springtime we're normally talking turkey, but right now I want to take a moment to focus on deer. That's because the first lottery just opened up for fall firearm deer tags. This lottery runs from March 5th to April 30th and is only open to residents. So if you're a resident looking to hunt firearm deer season this fall, you're going to want to head over to exploremoreillinois.com and put in your application for your firearm deer tags. In this video, I'm going to do just that. I'm going to help show you how you can log on and apply. I'm also going to help out any public land hunters narrow down what sites they may want to apply for by showing you a few free online resources to get some more information on these public land sites. So first thing you're going to do is go to exploremoreillinois.com, and then you can either log into an account or create a new account. So I've already purchased my license, so I'm going to log into my account. Once you're logged in, then you can go to Buy License and Permits. Here you can see the Firearm 2024 or Muzzleloader 2024. So I'm choosing to go to the Firearm tag. Then once you hit the firearm tag, you can see that there's 3 different selections you can make. There's a tag specifically used for Starved Rock State Park or Ward's Grove. There's the general either sex tag that you can get. And then there's also a resident deer firearm either sex and antlerless only application where you can get 2 tags. So for me, I'm going to be selecting the either sex tag for 2024. I'm going to add to cart. Here, this is the next page. You can see you can apply as a group. Make sure you follow the instructions on how to apply as a group. This would mean that maybe you're having a hunt camp or something and everyone, it's either all or nothing. Either all of you are going to have tags or none of you are going to have tags. So sometimes you might find that to be useful. I usually apply as a single person, so I will then go and select my first choice for a management zone or unit. So when you do a drop down tab here, you can see that there are mixed county names as well as specific site names across the state. So you're going to want to know which one you're going to be selecting before you get to here. So if you're hunting private land, then you would select a county, and then you will have a county level tag that you can use on private land in that area. There are some public land sites that use county tags. You can go in the back of the digest and look for those and see if there's a C for county. If it accepts a county level tag, then you can get a county level tag and still hunt public land. But in other cases where you're hunting public land and it's a specific site, then you need to make sure that you're selecting the right name that goes with the site that you're interested in hunting. In the past, the Learn to Hunt program, we've had issues with these two. Specifically would be like the Piatt County would be applying for the county to hunt either a public site that took the Piatt County level tag or private land in Piatt County. And then there's a public land site called Weldon Springs Piatt County unit. So folks in the past, either through the turkey lottery or the firearm lottery, have applied and have gotten them mixed up. So make sure before you apply that you know how your site is going to be named and shown in this drop-down menu, so that way you don't accidentally apply for a county or a site that you won't be able to hunt that year. Then you have down here the fallback choice. The fallback choice only applies to if one of these selections was your first choice and then your second choice was one of the selections also listed in this footnote. So that's when the fallback choice comes into play, is when you're dealing with any of these specific sites. If you're not selecting any of these sites, then you don't have to fill this out. Then you hit add to cart. So if you're a public hunter, you're going to want to do some homework before you even get to this part. You're going to want to know what site near you has the most tags available, has the most deer available, and might be within a driving distance that you're willing to go for. So I'm going to show you a couple free online resources that will help you figure that out and help you narrow down what site you might want to apply for. So one place I would start, if I didn't know where to even go, would be the Hunt Illinois website. So huntillinois.org. This provides a lot of useful information here. So, for instance, if I didn't know where to start, I'd go to Hunt Map. And if I didn't know what public land sites were around me, I'd go and just look and see the area that I live. So let's say Central Illinois, let's go to Peoria. Looks like these are loading. So all the yellow dots are public land sites. Now, not every public land site allows deer firearm season. So how you can look for that is you go over here to the layers and you can see different species up here. I have it selected on deer already. So there's deer, and then there is the firearm season. So that will open up and highlight which areas of public land is available for deer firearm. Looks like in the Peoria area, you got a lot of waterfowl spots. So here's some waterfowl blinds and things like that up on the river. That's cool. But I'm looking over here, Peoria. I know Jubilee College has some firearm hunting. Yeah, so you can see Jubilee College right here. This is a lot of cool habitat. You have different zones and things, so I'm sure there's going to be some site-specific regulations on how that's broken up. But this is a big chunk of land that might be worth applying for. So let's go back over to huntillinois.org to look up the site-specific information for Jubilee College. You can go on hunt site information and then type in Jubilee College and hit the link. And let's scroll down, make sure that they allow firearm season. You saw the land that they allowed firearm season. Click deer and then firearm. And then look at this site-specific regulations. Sure enough, there it says permit is allocated through the regular statewide drawing. So that means that that's going to be available in that drop-down menu on the Explore More Illinois website. So then you can look over the site-specific regulations and see what other information you might need to know before heading over there, and make sure you're able to follow all of these. If you have any questions, of course, always contact the staff at the site. But now I'm curious to see if there's a lot of deer here, what kind of deer are taken off of here, if there's an archery season, if there's a firearm season. And for that, we're going to go and check out the Illinois Public Hunting Area's hunting report. So look that up. I would Google Illinois Public Hunting Area Report. So that will bring you to this page, and you can look up the Illinois Public Hunting Area Report for the past 10 years. I suggest looking at the past couple years if you're interested in going to a new site. That gives you an idea of the trend that is kind of coming out of that site, depending on if there was a good year or bad year last year. So it'll give you a better idea of what to look for. And right now, we're just looking up Jubilee College. If you're just using this to help you find and narrow down a site, some key things to look at would be the deer firearm season, the deer firearm take, as well as the deer archery take, because then you can see how often is this being hunted for a deer. They're usually archery hunters, depending on the site, specific regulations, it's pretty open. So if there's a lot of deer being taken out during archery season, that means that the deer population there is probably pretty good. And then you can look at the deer firearms, depending on the safety concerns, as well as the population of deer on the area, as well as the size of the site, might change how many tags are being allocated for that site. So seeing how many deer are taken each year at least gives you an idea of how many tags are available. So if there's a lot of deer being taken, then there's going to be a lot of tags available. But that also might mean that there's going to be a lot of people also applying for that site. It's just kind of the catch-22 that you're in here when applying in the lottery. You just got to go with what you think, if there's a big pool or not, and then also maybe try to pick one that has a big pool and maybe one that's a medium pool and might not be as preferred as others. You can also see the land size here, so total huntable acres is listed as well in this table. So we'll scroll down to Jubilee College and see how well the hunting is there. Here's Jubilee College, first site listed here. So there's 2,900 huntable acres. And then we can go over here and see deer firearms. Oh, yeah, they do fine there. So they got 27 deer taken with firearm and 44 during the archery season. That's pretty good. That habitat looks great, too. Just looking at the map, I mean, you have fields and woods there. So you like to see that diverse habitat. So definitely worth checking out Jubilee College State Park. I would definitely apply for that one if I was in Peoria. I would just do this over and over again until I found sites that I felt comfortable with and met my criteria for being worth applying for, because not all sites clearly are equal. So some sites require a lot more site-specific regulations to go to and may not be hunted as much or might be small. All that can be figured out just through these two websites. So hopefully that helps you narrow down a site to pick in the future. Either way, good luck out there, and I hope you get the sites you want.
It's never too late to learn how to hunt. If you'd like to learn more, go to www.learntohuntil.com.